So he had an interview. Andrew Tate had an interview with the Zio sympathizer, Mario Nawfal. And, you know, he wasn't holding anything back, guys. I'm not going to lie to you guys. This was definitely a W for Andrew Tate. And you know, a lot of the his case recently fell through, right? Like there was no substantial evidence. Everything that they tried to pin on the guy was a complete lie. They couldn't really prosecute him with anything. The shit fell through. And not only that, I think Andrew Tate has slowly lost the influence on quote-unquote younger men, which is the initial reason behind why all these people are trying to rally against him. And, he sexually assaulted these women, et cetera, et cetera. So, he's not as influential. Like, he's still relevant. Don't get me wrong. It's Andrew Tate, right? But he's not as influential as he once was. And to be honest with you guys, he's even looked at as someone that's kind of not, that he's not really generally followed by he doesn't have the same fan base that he once did, guys. It just is what it is. I'm sorry to say. I know you, Andrew Tate, dick riders are going to be mad and shit in the I don't care, bro. The dude's he's not really as relevant as he was like beginning of 2023, where people were on his nuts and he was being searched more than Donald Trump and all these fucking people all over. Like, this guy was the number one Googled individual in the world. It's not that anymore. And I think they started to realize that. And they're like, you know what? Let's just fucking whatever, man. We don't want to just deal with it. Let's just fucking leave the guy alone. Fuck him. And not to say, I'm not taking anything away from Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate's still a boss. He's still the alpha dog. He's still the dude that, you should have, you would want to follow and take in what he says, and his message is solid, but he's not the dude that he was in 2020. He wasn't the guy that's about to cause a fucking male revolution, all over the entire globe. Like, he doesn't have that authority anymore, right?
I don't know what your stance. I know I got a general idea of your stance. I don't think we've talked about it on my space when you came on. Never on those spaces. Did you condemn? I know that's like a typical question. It's like an aha moment question. But genuinely speaking,
you're not going to Piers Morgan me, are you?
Yeah. No,
well, here we go. Zionist propaganda. Mario Nawfal.
In that regard, I'm sure Piers Morgan asked you.
Do I condemn October 7th? Do I condemn violence? It's such a loaded, stupid question. I'm going to tell you why.
Thank you.
To say that I condemn October 7th.
Thank you.
In and of itself,
Thank you.
Individualized event throughout a 70-year history of endless events. Every single day was an event. One child dying, getting shot in the head by the Israeli army because the snipers were having fun is an event. We may not know what day it was. We may not know the name of that kid, but it's been happening for 70 years. Every single day was an event. We talk about the one day that the news decided to highlight because it fits their agenda. Because the wealthy Jews and bankers own everything. So it fits their agenda. So we talk about this one specific day. To choose one day and pluck it out of this entire saga and condemn that one particular part without context is asinine. It doesn't even mean anything. And then to condemn the idea of violent resistance to violent oppression is also asinine. What do we expect people who have been suppressed for 70 years, losing their land, and being violently attacked to do? Kumbaya? Is that what we expect? Endless kumbaya?
Right.
To get marched off the cliff like lemmings? It's natural inside of the human spirit to resist oppression. That's what I did at all. And my oppression is resisting the lies of the Matrix, let alone resisting an occupying army that killed my family members. And we're going to sit and say that these people on October 7th are so heinous, they must be condemned because they violently acted against an endless violent oppression. I don't think that even makes any sense. That's illogical. The fact that they can't win the fight and they still feel forced to act shows how oppressive and disgusting the regime is in the first place. If a small little girl attacks a full-grown big man, something big must be going on because she can't win that fight. So why is she even doing it? She must be desperate because she stands no chance. Are we going to condemn her? Or are we going to ask why she felt the need to attack that man in the first place? Maybe he's been sexually abusing her for years. But no, let's forget the sexual abuse. Let's forget the fact he beats her mother. Let's forget all that, and let's condemn this 6-year-old because she scratched the big man. Let's condemn. And then the big man's repercussion, which is completely disproportionate and disgusting. Let's pretend that that's acceptable because of this one day that we're all condemning. This is a fucking psyop. That is a psyop. Talk about this one little part and use it as an excuse for everything else. It is a psyop. And I refuse to play the game. That's why I refuse to condemn it. Because I refuse to play the stupid game. It's a stupid game. So I refuse to play it.
That's a good answer.
Thanks.
Yeah, his ass shut up, man. W. Andrew Tate, guys, that was the most, honestly, that was the best answer I've ever seen for that divisive and bullshit-ass question, you know, that invented by Piers Zionist Morgan. And that's how you deal with assholes like Mario Nawfal who are going to try to get in there and get you to, you know, because a lot of his shit is Zionist propaganda. Yeah, we see you, Mario Nawfal, straight up. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna call your ass out, bro. A lot of fake news, a lot of Zionist propaganda, very axis of resistance. He claims he's pro-Palestinian, you know, and then he'll post some bullshit